Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna hop right into it. I'm using the Kiko Milano serum primer that I love so much, and I was showing you guys my breakout. It's been a rough week. My brows are already done, but we are gonna clean them up. So I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I believe I'm in the shade Medium Beige. It's not my favorite, but I'm gonna put that underneath the brows, and I'm blending that out with the Duo Fiber concealer brush. That wheel is from BH Cosmetics. I'm taking the orange shade just to color correct. I've tried to always show my foundation routine in videos, but I always switch it up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just blending that over. I just took a regular eyeshadow blending brush, but that one is goat hair, I believe. It's like the only brush I have with goat hair, because I'm not really about that life. But I'm just going to apply that to all my dark spots and just things that I want to be super, covered. And then I'm using my foundation stick. That is from Black Opal. I'm in the shade Rich Caramel. And I had wine, so we're really just going for the gold here. I'm applying and blending it out with my LC Cosmetics sponge. That's my baby. And that pimple, you guys, it was painful. So I'm seeing if I need to cover up anything else, and it was looking pretty good to me. So I'm going back into that LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just going to highlight the center of my face. So down the bridge of the nose, center of the forehead, and my chin. Again with my sponge. I love it so much. And then I had my powder set to go. You guys know I love to mix corrective powders with my translucent Coty's Airspun. So that's what I did, and I'm just patting that into the skin, and then I'm going to go straight ahead into my Ruby Kisses. I have the light palette now, the Light 3D Artist Contour Kit, and I'm just shaping out my contour. I essentially do 2 stripes down the sides of my nose. I flare it out above the nostrils, and I do a little V at the tip of my nose, and then I blend it all out, if you were wondering. I'm going back into that palette, and I was just deciding which lighter shade I wanted to use. I went real bright, as you can tell, but I like it. So I'm just putting that under my eyes. I always layer my concealers, and I was looking real cute, So then we're going to go back into the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Again, I'm using the shade Medium Beige, and I'm just lightening it up. My preferred shade, if you're wondering, if you think I'm around your skin tone, I love Cool Tan, and I like Creamy Beige if I want to be super bright. But yeah, I thought this one was Cool Tan, and I was mistaken. But it's still working. I'm blending it out again with my LC Cosmetics sponge. The best sponge ever. So now I'm just setting that again with my little mixture of powder and going over my highlight areas again. Then, what am I doing here? So I'm contouring the sides of my cheeks. I'm also going to bring that over on the forehead, and I don't show it. I don't think I show it, but I also did do the underside of my chin and my jawline just to give me a little bit definition there. When I'm trying to be extra and super snatched, that's what I like to use. And then I go in with my Ruby Kisses powder. This is a staple, okay? I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of that palette or this powder from my routine, but other things will be different. So I'm just going to set my face. I'm trying to avoid my contour because I'm taking right now my NARS powder. It's a foundation powder in Cadiz, and I'm using a large face tapered brush, and I'm just going to set everything on my face. All the bronzer, on my face. And that's just going to give me nice bronzy, glowy tan. I'm here for it. I love being tan. And then I'm also going to take that is the e.l.f. Cosmetics eyeshadow C brush. I had to think about that for a second. But I'm just going over my contour because, a girl likes to be a little snizzatched, okay? I like a snatched nose. I was feeling it. So yeah, I just like to go over it with that brush if I'm going to set it. And I was tired, you guys. My stomach was killing me that day. So then I'm going to bake under the contour. So that's why I love this sponge. It's just so sharp. You get right under there. You're super precise with it. So I did under the jaw and the bridge of the nose. But under my eye, I wanted to use something different. That is the peach powder from Kat Von D. I was trying it out, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be a little too dark for me for like a baking powder, but it wasn't, and it just looked, I was honestly in love with my eye. You're going to see I'm going to keep looking and like right here, keep looking, and I wasn't sure what I thought of it, but I love it. I'm taking a Duo Fiber brush, and I'm just going to dust away under the brow bone. Under the cheeks and on my face. I'm going to leave it under my eyes, but I don't like to bake on my face for too long. Under my eyes, it can stay there till the end of time. which is what I'm doing right now. And I'm using the Coty powder again, but I don't like to get it on my bronzer, obviously. And now we're going to hop into the eyes. So I already have concealer on them. I'm using the shade Peru from the Kylie X Jordan palette, and that is going to be my crease, no, my transition shade, I apologize. And I'm just taking that on a fluffy blending brush. I thought I was going to use just one palette, and I used like 3, but you're going to see the Kylie palette the most because the mirror is bomb, so just letting you know that ahead of time. This next palette I am obsessed with. This is the Dare to Create 39A palette from Morphe, and my favorite transition shade is called Evolve, and I'm just really packing that into the crease. The goal for this look is grungy, warm, cozy, kind of sexy, but I don't like that word, so we'll say it's spicy. And I'm just going to build that up into the crease, and then I'm going to blend it back out with the original shade Peru, because it's pretty orangey. Like, you can tell there's like some really strong warmth toned into it. I'm taking now the e.l.f., I believe that's the tapered blending brush, and I'm using a dark brown shade in the palette. I'm pretty sure I'm using the shade Expression. I'm looking at the palette right now so I can tell you guys the exact names, but I love it, I love it, I love it. So I'm taking that and I'm putting that directly into my crease just to deepen it up a bit. This eye, even though there's not going to be too much black used, it's going to be pretty dark and pretty smoky. Hopefully you can see that on the camera, because I tried in my photos and your girl was struggling to get the right shot. But we're going to keep building and building, and you can see how I'm kind of bringing that shade in the inner corner as well. Like, if you see right there, inner corner is pretty dark. I'm using Exposed. I know for sure I use Exposed. So it's a pretty chocolatey, super dark brown, and I'm focusing that in the inner corner because I was like, I want it darker, I want it kind of smokier, but I didn't want to use black just yet. I wasn't planning on it at the moment. So I'm putting that in the inner corner and the outer corner. I hope you guys did not hear those cars honking. If you don't know, I love grungy eyeshadow. I think seeing grungy eyeshadow is what made me love makeup to begin with, because it was just so effortless and smoky. So now I'm just repeating the same steps I did on the top of my lid to the lower lash line. So I mixed Peru and Evolve, and then a little bit of the darker brown, and now I'm dusting that away. That is a Morphe brush. It's a tapered face brush. I don't have that in front of me, I'm sorry, but you can use whatever your preference is. Now I'm using the Amber Shoal by Hush AS Cosmetics palette. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at the palette right now. I think I mixed Filthy and Self-Made, because and then on the lid I went back to my original palette. I used Artistic, and I'm pretty sure I mixed it with a little bit of Pretty Please from the Amber Shoal palette, just to make it super sparkly, because it is, you can see, beaming that glow. I am obsessed. In the outer corner I used the black in the Amber Shoal palette. That is called Splurge. It's super nice, super matte, and I love it. But since I already dusted away the bake, I'm just taking that off. And now we're highlighting the face. I am slacking. That is also from the Amber Shoal collection. I'm using PJ, which is super cute, super peachy, super gold, and super beaming. I was obsessed. Shaking out my hair. I was tired, you guys. I was exhausted. I'm now moving on to lips. I'm lining them with Cork. Cork is, I think, my favorite lip liner. Like, I tried Chestnut, but Cork just does something extra to your girl. And that lipstick is also by MAC. It is Honey Love. I look so weird putting on lipstick. I cannot. But I was feeling it. And now I'm using a lip gloss. That's the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Unreal. And that brings us to the end of the look, pretty much. I love it. I hope you guys loved it too. The photos will show so much more. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.